It's Thursday, May 6th, and you're watching The Great Lost Rewatch. Today we're talking about The Candidate. The Candidate. I said that weird. In a sideways story, Jack has saved Locke's life after he was hit by Desmond's car, and in addition to that, he tells Locke that he thinks he would be a perfect candidate for this experimental surgery that could provide him feeling in his legs. Locke just flat out refuses the surgery, doesn't give a reason why, just says, I don't want it. Jack goes to check on Locke later, but Locke is sleeping, and he talks about hitting the button, and he says, I wish you had believed me. Having learned that Anthony Cooper was the only other person in the accident that caused Locke to be in a wheelchair, he goes to visit him. He is a vegetable. He's there, but he is not there. Jack tries to convince Locke one more time to have the surgery, and Locke tells us how he ended up in a wheelchair in this storyline.
I had my private pilot's license for a week, and I begged my father to be my first official passenger.
He is a pilot. I don't think it's a coincidence that Locke is a pilot in the sideways world, and we lose our pilot on the island.
I can't help you, John. I wish you believed me.
On the island, Jack, Saeed, and Locke are all that's left from his camp. Others have scattered into the jungle, and they're gonna go to the polar bear cages and break the others out. The Loch Ness Monster does the full Smokey and starts picking off Widmore's people. Jack and the others are making their way to the plane. Locke is already there checking things out, and he discovers that the plane has been rigged with C4. The Loch Ness Monster takes the watch off the dead guy before he goes onto the plane. It's like he knew that the plane was going to be loaded with C4, so we're gonna have to take the sub, and Sawyer's like, I've been saying that all along. They get to the dock with a submarine, and a first wave of them goes to check out what's going on. There is a weird shot of the Loch Ness Monster handing Jack his backpack, and I thought, that's a really interesting beat. I wonder why they would take the time to, oh my god, the Loch Ness Monster has put the C4 in Jack's backpack. I am really proud of myself. I did call that one. Before the Loch Ness Monster can get on it, Jack pushes him into the water. Widmore's people show up and they get ambushed. Kate gets shot. And because of like the frantic pace, Jack is stuck on the sub and Claire once again is left behind. Saeed goes into his awesome, military training bomb diffuser mode. And then Jack says, wait, stop, don't do anything. This is exactly what the Loch Ness Monster wants.
Locke said that he can't leave the island without us. I think that he can't leave the island unless we're all dead. He told me that he could kill any one of us whenever he wanted. So what if he hasn't because he's not allowed to?
Maybe if Jack had not gotten Juliet killed the last time that he asked Sawyer to trust him, he would have listened, but instead...
Sorry, Doc, I don't.
Saeed then says to Jack that, you have to... God, I'm getting emotional. Okay. Saeed says to Jack that Desmond is in a well and the Loch Ness Monster wanted him dead. That means you're going to need him. And Jack says, why are you telling me this, Saeed?
Because it's going to be you, Jack.
He did eventually redeem himself for the side of good, which is really great, but oh my god, Saeed is dead! He's dead! Everything is really frantic. The sub is slowly filling with water. We are still reeling from the fact that Saeed blew up in front of us. And then we realize that Sun is stuck in the submarine. She's stuck in there. Jack gets Hurley to take Kate out of the submarine, and Sawyer and Jack try to help Jin free Sun, but then Sawyer gets hit on the head and knocked unconscious, and Jin is just like, you gotta save Sawyer, go. Jin is just trying to free Sun, and Sun's like, you have to go. And Jin says, they play the life and death theme, which is like the biggest indicator that main characters on the show are actually dead. It was I cannot believe they did that. It was a mess. Oh my god, I was a mess. Tears streaming down my face. We took out 3, possibly 4 of our major characters in like a 5-minute period. We then jump back to the dock with the Loch Ness Monster and Claire, and the Loch Ness Monster knows that the sub sank, but not all of the candidates are dead, and he's going to go finish what he started. I mean, that was the purpose of having 3 of our main, since season 1 characters die in one fell swoop. It's confirmation that the Loch Ness Monster is not a good guy. He is evil. Next week's episode is called Across the Sea, and it looks like it's going to be dealing with the backstory of the Man in Black and Jacob, which I am super excited about, so I'll see you guys then.
We're gonna need to watch that again.
I hope you appreciate and notice that I am wearing black today, because I am in mourning. I've been so depressed since Tuesday night. I don't know about you guys.